It's Andy for Last Bell Boxing down at Arleston, in Derbyshire, joined by victorious debutant Toby Bassett. How are you, mate?
Buzzing, adrenaline through the roof. What an atmosphere! What an atmosphere it was. Buzzing, buzzing.
I wrote one word down after the first round, and that was composed. I was really surprised, considering the raucous atmosphere and the amount of people that you got with you. It's very easy for fighters to get carried away with what's going on. And you didn't do that. You stayed very composed, even though the lad you was in with can punch.
Yeah. Well, that was the game plan really, because I've had amateur fights before with a big crowd, and sometimes I get a bit too involved with it. But the game plan was just stay composed, behind the jab, 1-2s, keep it simple, and just as you said, try not to get into that state of like, oh, the fans are here, I need to get in there and try and war with him. But I just felt, honestly, I weren't nervous really that much. What I said to you earlier, which was weird for me because normally I'm a bit nervous, but I just felt really calm today, and as you said, composed. And to be fair, he hit me with one shot in the first round. I thought, wake up a bit now. But after that, just stuck to boxing and just picking him off.
How do you think that went as a pro debut? I know you've got some really great amateur pedigree. Couldn't really think of the word I was looking for there. Amateur pedigree, and you've got it on the back of your shorts. Northampton ABCs, where you honed your skills. Big banners out there, lots of following. How do you think that went as a pro debut?
I think it went, honestly, it couldn't have gone any better in my opinion. Because as I said, I could have went out there, tried to war with him, got caught, but everything went to plan. So it just went to plan. Like I stuck to the boxing behind my jab, and I could go out there, could try and knock him out, but it's not what we wanted to do. We just wanted to get the rounds in and box and just win the first fight, get out of the way and on to the next one.
Toby, am I right in thinking this opponent was changed at the last minute Thursday? It's very difficult, and this often happens on small old shows. Your last opponent came down with COVID, is that right?
Yeah, I think he works at a hospital and he got COVID, and that was, as you said, last minute. So, I was panicking a bit, but obviously, thanks to him, he came through last minute and got a fight. And to be fair, he was a tough lad.
A lot tougher than your original opponent as well. So, you're coming in thinking, not that you're going to get an easy pro debut, but a probably easier pro debut than you perhaps would have got with this kid. And there's always that danger. He was trying to drag you in and pull you into a fight all night long.
He was. As you say, he tried to load in with them big shots, pull me into a fight, but I just kept at range, kept behind my jab and just boxed for 4 rounds.
I have to say, mate, I was very impressed. You boxed beautifully tonight. You did exactly what the plan was. You didn't vary from it. And this kid, like I said a bit ago, can punch. So if you had ended up getting caught in that brawl, and it nearly happened in the last round, because you were getting a bit worked up, but I think everyone will let you off on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you got to throw the glove, say let's just have it for the last 10 seconds. But with him, I had to be a bit careful because I didn't want to get caught. You see, but it went all good. Couldn't be happier.
Word for everyone that's travelled from Northampton.
Honestly, friends and family, thank you so much. Honestly, without them lot, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't perform like that. Honestly, so all I can say is thank you so much.
Dad, jump in. Move across just a tiny bit. There we go. So, I can see you was a little bit nervous at ringside. You was filming, but very important night, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I was so nervous. I literally, I forgot to actually start filming it because I know Toby would want to watch it back and one thing and another like. So, got there in the end. I got a little bit of the first round and all the others, but yeah, nervous. I've been more nervous in his amateur fights, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Toby's been really confident, quietly confident about this, building up to it. He's been feeling really good, like, all week, just been checking up on him. He's fantastic. He's acted like a proper professional, like, and in itself, that made me feel a lot more relaxed. I didn't have to sort of worry for him or, I would be going to pieces normally, and I have done it in the past, and especially in the amateur fights, because I know what he's like. He's always had a pro style about him. He's never really been that sort of, proper in and out amateur sort of thing. So it's always been a worry. And the fights he's had in an amateur game, they've been, you would pay to see them. And that's what these guys, the travelling massive, have done today. They've come here, they've paid their money, and they've got their money's worth. There's been some good fights on. There's still a few more good fights to come. Brilliant, fantastic atmosphere. Yeah, so if I've answered your question, yeah, I was nervous, but I feel fantastic. On top of the world. This is, well done. You can talk.
Thank you. Thank you. There's a big difference between amateur and pro boxing. And like you said, amateur boxing is all about scoring points. And that's why you see them brawls and a lot of close rounds. Pro boxing is a lot more discipline, sticking to game plans, and Toby did exactly that. The team put a great game plan together. They knew how dangerous this fight was going to be. And he, like I said, he tried to drag Toby in. Toby was having none of that.
Yeah, I noticed. I mean, obviously you could see what he was trying to do anyway. Like I could hear his corner because I was sitting around in their corner anyway. Not on purpose, but I had a good perch there anyway. But you know, they were sort of indicating to him to sort of, you know, bring him in, like draw Toby into the fight. Like, but Toby stuck to the instructions. I believe so anyway. Like he just stood tall. Sometimes he's a little bit over his front foot, a little bit putting himself over. You know, exposed himself, but he did well today, you know, and there's at times he checked himself and I could see he just pulled back, kept nice and composed and just stuck to his jab. But, you know, obviously they need reminding all the way through and everything like, but he pretty much knew what he had to do and I think he executed it really well. Like.
Toby, you're wearing the moniker of the gym, Shinfields. You're up here in Derbyshire, you've joined the team. Talk to me a little bit about the split between what you do in Northampton and what you do when you come up to Shinfields.
When I come up to Shinfield, it's mainly like sparring, getting the hard rounds in. Just sparring, doing the part runs and that, a bit technical on the pads, but it's just more the pro style of things, learning, you know, the pro way. Back at Northampton, it's a bit more fast pace. It's doing some sparring, but, you know, it's just getting all the young lads in, doing a couple of rounds, nothing serious, but pad works, more fast paced stuff. But as I said, over at Derby, more technical, breaking it down and stuff.
You've also got the big sponsor for the gym, SC Travel. They do fantastic stuff for Shinfields, and I believe they've done fantastic things for you for this pro debut.
Yeah, they have. Look, they put on a show, amazing show, and you know, I can't thank them enough for, you know, the sponsor.
It's been so helpful, especially with the, you know, with the medical bills as well, like, because everybody knows, you know, when you start on this, the outlay is just, there's so much to outlay, like, and you know, Toby's not got the luxury of sponsorship behind him yet. Hopefully, you know, with a win, we can go back, we can celebrate, we can push the fact, get some sponsors on his, you know, get some names on his shirt and one thing and another. I believe that'll come. A little bit of hard work from everybody, but obviously SC Travel, they've made it, you know, they've helped out massively, like, just to get where we are as well, like, so. Big up SC Travel.
It's so forgotten about what sponsorship and sponsors do for fighters at this level. You know, there's a lot, like you've just said, medicals, scans, doctors' fees, even kit. You know, it all adds up, and that's where sponsorship comes in. Hopefully, off of the back of this win, you're going to get some sponsors.
Yes, I definitely hope so. If I could just say that before, I like to talk, by the way, all right, because obviously bank of mum and dad, like, it only goes so far, like, you know. So I mean, you know, so. To be fair to Toby, you know, he buys a lot of his kit himself, but I'll never see him go without. You know, if he needs anything, if we can pay for it, we will. But obviously, sponsorship will help out. S&C, nutrition, all those sort of things will add up. You know, he's been doing a bit of S&C work with the boxing method. I'll give them a quick plug. Check out Luke Shear's boxing method. He's been fantastic. But you know, everyone's got to earn a buck, haven't they? Like, yeah. So you know, these things don't come cheap. But yeah, you know, hopefully we will get some sponsors and it'll just ease the burden.
Everything takes time, doesn't it? It takes time. But yeah, hopefully we get some sponsors soon.
Couple of questions left from me, and I'll let you disappear and go and see some of your fans, mate. Is that a relief? As much as you're happy with the win, is it a relief to get that pro debut out of the way?
Yeah, it is. Because to be fair, there's always, you know, a lot of pressure for the pro debut. All the fans there, everyone's there cheering me on. You know, I've got the lads at Derby behind me as well. But yeah, it is a bit of a weight off my shoulders because now I can eat KFC, so as well. So I can have my junk food and that lot.
It is a sponsor.
Yeah, but no, yeah, it's a bit of a weight off my shoulders. But now I'm buzzing to get back in there. It's, you know, I always say after this fight, no, I'll relax and that lot, have a week off relaxing. But now I just want to get back in there next week. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it is a weight off my shoulders a little bit. Yeah.
So that was going to be my last question. Mike stood next to you. Have you spoke about plans for next year?
We haven't yet, to be fair. We haven't, but I'm sure, you know, off camera we will. And hopefully at the start of next year, I can get out sooner the better. That's what I want. The most fight, you know, I want 4 or 5 fights a year, hopefully. But we'll just see what happens. Obviously, I'll let him deal with all that, and I'll just turn up and fight.
Toby, go and enjoy your fans. Go and enjoy your KFC. And I'll see you in the new year, mate. Thanks for talking to Last Bell Boxing.
See you later. Bye.
Cheers. See you later. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Really good debut. course.